Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of AHS Soccer on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Tonight, the 6-4 Ankeny Hawks will face the 9-3 Ames High Little Cyclones. Glad to have you with us. My name is Ryan Eggert. It's been a rather dreary day outside. We've had off and on rain up until about an hour ago. In fact, this game was pushed back due to a lightning delay that happened in one of the earlier JV games. Although the temperature has started to cool off a little bit, it's about 57 degrees outside right now, but light wind and perfect conditions for a match. Now let's take a look at these two teams. For the Ankeny Hawks, they're coming off of a 10-0 win against Marshalltown after losing back-to-back games against Ankeny Centennial and Johnston. On the offensive front, senior Ali Fongsavan, I apologize if I did mispronounce that, has 9 goals this season, the most on the team. Rachel Christman, who you may remember played on the Hawks basketball team, has 6 assists as well as 6 goals to her name this season. Taya Pritchard has 5 assists and 6 goals, while Kennedy Mackey has 6 assists and 4 goals. If the Hawks offense can perform tonight, they can give Ames a good fight and win for the first time in nearly 5 years. For Ames, they've won 5 games in a row. Their most recent match against Norwalk saw the teams scoreless at the end of regulation. It only took 88 seconds for Norwalk to foul Natalie Tone in the box in the overtime period, and then Ames's Grace Griffin put away that penalty kick to win it for Ames by a score of 1-0. Hopefully with her offense, as well as the joint top scorers, Natalie Tone and Cameron Moon, Ames can hit the back of the net a few more times tonight. If that happens, they shouldn't have any issues winning. In fact, these two teams have split the last 8 matches against each other since 2011. But the thing is, Ames has won 4 in a row. Over that span, they've scored or to combine 9 goals while only allowed in 2. Their largest margin of victory was in 2016 by a score of 3-0. And we'll get starters for you here in just a few moments' time. Meanwhile, we're going to head to a short break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Soccer on AHS Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. We're just about to get started. Let's go through your starting lineups. For the Ankeny Hawks, in goal will be number 0, Jasmine Moser. For the Hawks as well, number 5, Ali Fongsevan. Number 9, Kennedy Mackey. Number 10, Taya Pritchard. Number 11, Eden Gibson. Number 12, Jenna Pitts. Number 13, Rachel Christman. Number 16, Maddie Foles. Number 19, Elizabeth Proctor. Number 21, Brooke Harrington. And number 24, Sophie Day. For the Little Cyclones, in goal will be number 1, Trinity Engelhardt. On the field with her tonight are number 2, Allison Moore. Number 7, Anyang Yu. Number 10, Haley Percussion. Number 11, Sophie Wilson. Number 12, Isabel Andriotti. Number 14, Natalie Tone. Number 15, Kate Spiker. Number 16, Maddie Bating. Number 33, Grace Griffin. And number 50, Jordan Hinders. Underway here at Ames High Stadium. As we mentioned, Ames has won the last 4 matchups between these two teams, dating all the way back to 2016. In fact, this would be the first time in 5 matchups, it would be the first time in 6 years that the Hawks will have been able to beat the Little Cyclones if they win tonight. Is given away there. Wilson wins it away. Andriotti trying to find Tone up on the sideline, and she was unsuccessful in doing so. This one's given away on the far sideline. And now Ames has a throw. Battled for in the midfield. Now it goes all the way to the Ames back line. That one got away from you. Still battling there. Misclearance there by Hinders. Batted back in, but Engelhardt will take it. Near sideline. Ames trying to find somewhere to go with it. Little Cyclones looking for their 6th win in a row. As here's Percussion. Can she keep it in on the near sideline? Excuse me. No, not quite. Ames looking for what would be their 6th win in a row tonight. The Hawks, as we mentioned, looking for back-to-back victories after back-to-back losses. That one is hit at Engelhardt. Easy save for her. Cross is blocked. No team able to establish real possession just yet in the midfield. That one will run all the way through and out for a goal kick. This game was originally slated to start at 7:30 or so. Had to be pushed back half an hour due to a lightning delay that occurred between the junior varsity, the JV2 and JV1 games that happened earlier this afternoon. Here's Andriotti. Spiker. Ames trying to figure out what to do now. No one's given away. Ankeny trying to make use of that right-hand sideline. Not coming to fruition just yet. And they'll switch it across the back line. Finds Tone. And a little bit too far for Percussion. The ball is going to skip on the ground because it did rain earlier as well. Quite a bit, so the ground will be quite slick. They'll get another throw out of that. Randomly hitting the midfield. Defended well there by Moore. Cleared away by Ames. Just over 7 minutes gone. No score yet. Ankeny have had a couple chances. Engelhart making a couple easy saves. Ames has not been able to really get the ball out of their half just yet. I think they're more worried about not wanting to concede a goal so early into the game. Good step by Hinders. The Ames boys played earlier today down in Ankeny. Not quite sure of their final result, but when I learn of it, I will relay the information. See if Ames could do the double. Can Tone keep it in? Yes, she can, along the far side. The cross comes in. Griffin, the shot. I believe it may have taken a deflection, and it did. So it will be a corner for Ames. Just about 9 minutes in. Good student crowd tonight. Definitely the largest one we've seen in a while, as this one's headed up, but not out. This one is cleared away. This will be a throw on the far sideline. Looks like Moore will take this long throw. Looking to the middle. Here's Wilson now. Lobbed it in there. Easy save by Moser. She'll send this one up. Bading cleared one line, and here, attempted shot was off target. Just trying to adjust the camera so that the angle isn't super skewed. This one's taken away in the middle by Percussion. Griffin will lay off for Andreotti. Can they do? Not much, as that was cleared away. This hopefully should be more level. Oh, and she's taken down there, and there's going to be a foul on, I believe that was Foles. Foul for Foles, and she'll get a warning from the referee saying, don't do that again or you're going to get booked. So Bading will be the one to put this in. What can Ames make of it? Here's the service. Right at Moser. Not a very long kick from Moser. As Andreotti tried to play Tone through, but I don't think Tone was paying attention there. Goal kick. Substitution for Ankeny. Number 5, Ellie Fungsivan, coming off into the game, is number 6, Emma Gott. Into the center. And what's going on here? Penalty is given. Wow. Penalty kick given. And Ankeny players can't believe it, as Griffin did take a little bit of a push, but Ames with an early chance to go ahead here. Just 13 minutes gone. Spiker will take. Say no! Moser got a touch on it, but Spiker was able to get that to bounce into the net. And Little Cyclones lead this one by a score of 1-0. That is Spiker's 5th goal of the year, as they'll make a quick substitution, do the Little Cyclones. Sivani Manimaran and Cameron Moon coming into the game. Prakashin and Andriotti coming out. But Little Cyclones finding themselves 1-0 up. This game, it only took them 13 minutes. Took them 81.5 minutes to find the back of the net against Norwalk. But they were able to win that game by a score of 1-0. Now it's time for Ames to try and open that margin up. Throw in Ames on the far side. It looked like Moser got enough on it, but the spin of the ball carried it across the line, and it went into the net. That's the second, at least the second consecutive goal scored by Ames on a penalty kick. Rather surprised that wasn't going to be called for a foul just outside the box, because it didn't look like it was in the box. Here's you on the far side. Tackled away by, that was Mackey. She wrongly assumed that it was an Ankeny throw. This one is still in on the near sideline. Moon gets past one. Bit of a big touch and tackled away. The center. This one's still going. Not cleared away by Ankeny. Manimaran play it all the way back for Moore, who will try and center it. Manimaran again. Blocked there by Moore. Ankeny throw. Ankeny's going to need to make sure that they are able to clear balls away, because a couple of clearances they've had so far haven't been quite what they would have wanted. Led away well by Hinders. Another throw for Ames. As now Alexis Winky checks in to the lineup for Ames. Grace Griffin coming off.
Cyclone lineup number 5, Alexis Winky.
As we may mention, Winky has scored 6 times this year for the Little Cyclones. Griffin has scored 7 times, so overall, you don't really lose anything with that substitution. In fact, gain well. Winky has 8 assists as well this year. So it's coming to the near sideline. So it's going to be played all the way to Englehart. Very large student crowd. Something we're not accustomed to seeing at this time of year for Ames events. Especially because they did put homecoming and prom in the same week. Well tackled away by Baiting. There's Moon. Could she try and send somebody up? Ames doing a good job so far of reading what the Hawks' next move is. This one's played all the way up the sideline and out for a goal kick. Engelhardt elects to go short. Looked risky for the moment, but Hinders was able to get it far enough away that it wasn't too much of a threat. There's Tone on the far side. This one stays in just. Ankeny gonna try and go quick. There's Moon. Plays around his Spiker on the near side. Had the right idea. Tried to find Winky in, but played the pass a little bit too far in front. Just over halfway through this first half. 1-0 Little Cyclones off a penalty kick goal from Spiker. Ames have had a happy hunting ground against Ankeny for the last few years. That was their 10th goal against the Hawks over the combined last 4 games in this one. As Spiker now will sit for a little bit, as well as Tone, Caroline Walters, and Isabel Andriotti coming into the game. There's Moon. Moving to the center. A little bit frantic with the dribbling so far. And this one gets past Baiting. Look out here. Could be a one-on-one. Good tracking back by Hinders there to just clear it away. First real chance for Ankeny so far this match. What are they going to do here? Here comes the cross. Header not on target. It'll be an Ames goal kick. In the middle, Ankeny trying to conjure something up. Electing not to use their winger. Engelhardt will get that ball there, and she'll put it up for Ames. Foul called on Hinders. A little shove in the back. What will they elect to do? Walters should be able to clear this one away. Not quite, but she gets a nice deflection off of one of the Hawks players. Ames throw. Another foul. Another free kick for Ankeny. Here comes the service. And across the frame of goal, but not in. Goal kick. There's Moon. Getting into the middle for Wilson. This one's played up. Moon using that sprint speed that she has. And now Ames will get the ball back. And a foul there called against Wilson. Sent up. Almost like a pinball deflection there. Moore playing it up for Winky. Oh, miscleared there. It was almost a comedy of errors for Ames, as they're having a bit of trouble clearing it out of the back end. They get it to some safety. Advancing down the far sideline. Now switching away in this one. Moon will take. Tackled away in the midfield there by, that was Mackey. Played towards the center. Not headed the way that you would have wanted, but Englehart collected the loose ball. Miss it there by Winky. more. Ball is very bouncy right now. A little bit too far in front. And now substitution is going to be made. Wilson, you, and Money Marin are coming off the pitch for Ames. Coming on, I believe, Spiker returning, Allie Donovan, and let's see who else. Percussion, I believe, was the other substitute.
Returning to the Ames lineup, number 10.
Then
Kaylee
Ankeny
Percussion,
made a couple
and number 15,
substitutions as
Kate
well.
Spiker. Checking in, number 20, Allie Donovan. Into the Ankeny lineup, number 4, Allie Heller, and number 7, Jara Christensen.
Still battling away in there. Donovan now tackled off the ball. So this one is given away by the Hawks. Just over 30 minutes gone, and some more substitutes for Ames. There's a Winky, Moon, and I believe more are coming off. Tone, Griffin, and on the far side that is
Checking into the Ames lineup, number 17, Lucy Brecky.
Lucy Brecky coming into the game. Here come the Hawks. And they now get it back. Turn away and across the face of goal. No other player was there to get on the end of it. Not a ton of shots on goal for either team so far this match. The only goal coming off of a penalty kick awarded to Ames. Kate Spiker was able to convert that, her 5th goal of the year. Just about 13 minutes in. Since then, not much else has happened. And a substitution for Ankeny is made. Ellie Fongsavon comes back into the game. Their top scorer with 9 goals this year, along with 2 assists. This one's played towards the near sideline and a little bit too far out in front, and it'll be an Ames throw now. Oh, cross in here. Good read by Engelhardt to get in front of that one. And she gets on top of it. Took a deflection through there. Englehart collects. Headed out for a throw. Tone tracking it down. She's going to get there first, even though she was about 20 yards or so behind. Makes a nice turn. Can she get a good cross? The cross is blocked, but she wins a throw. Good pressure from Ames so far. Throw in now for Ankeny. Another shove there for a free kick for Ankeny. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. This one falls to Spiker. She wins it away. Can't quite keep it in on the far side. Brecky tried to clear that one. Had a very narrow window and put it out.
Parents of the prom court, at this time, if you can make your way down to the finish line end of the grandstand and meet down on the track.
Towards the center. Still on for Ankeny. Turning away. Still in the corner with it. They'll give Ankeny a corner out of this one. Interesting decision. There is a bit of a ceremony during halftime that will have the prom court people recognized. Here comes the long ball over everyone. Still on for Ankeny, but now Ames will get a throw out of that. They got about 2 minutes to try and double their lead before the break. Thank goodness the rain has gone away. And we've been able to have nice clear conditions tonight. As all the way over to Percussion, and it just squibbed over her leg there. So, minute and a half. Here they come. Across the face of goal. And out for an Ames throw on the far side.
half of play.
1 minute to go in this first half. And Ames looking here, and this one I believe will. No, it will be an Ames throw, as that took a deflection off of one of the Ankeny players. 30 seconds to go now. We got to start moving up quickly. But this one instead is cleared all the way back down the line. And good turn by Baiting. So kept in by Tone.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it for the first half here. 1-0. Little Cyclones lead it. Penalty kick goal from Kate Spiker. Has them up. Second half to come. They're going to have a little bit of a prom court recognition ceremony happening here any moment now. We will try and get the audio switched over to that.
Plans are to attend Iowa State University to study agricultural engineering. Nico Stevens. Finally,
Hello, everyone. I do apologize about that. The video appears to have been frozen during the time, and I don't believe that there was any audio synced up to that, so I do apologize about that. We're just going to go to break here. We'll be back in a few minutes. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Soccer on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. It appears that the camera has frozen up, so I do apologize about that. Nope, maybe it's returned now. Slowly. Nope, now it's frozen again. So, yeah, we're having some technical difficulties. No, we're not. Maybe we're not. Maybe it's going to work now. Second half is now underway. 1-0. Well, Cyclones. Rather disappointed that that we were not able to broadcast that halftime little ceremony they had. But sometimes you have a few gremlins that get in the way. Anyway, second half, Ames getting a corner early. They're looking to double their margin right at the start here.
Big Spiker with the corner.
Played in. Cleared but not away. Monty Marin. Out to Spiker. This one is one away. Here's you, center. And now Hinders. Nobody able to really get a feel for the ball just yet. Big tackle there by Baiting. And another free kick for Ankeny. Just got news that the Ames boys team lost on another penalty kick shootout to the Ankeny Hawks. Unfortunately, they are 0-3 in shootouts this year. Lost against Roosevelt, Norwalk, and Ankeny. As Moon not able to get there quite fast enough. Save it. That is Christman looking. No, it's not. I think that was Pitts actually looking for a long throw. Still the danger. And might I mention that Ames has a new goalie, number 0, Preksha Sarda. This one's played up the line. Spiker now has. Here is Tone using that acceleration to her advantage. Putting it all the way through. The header from Moon. Oh, off the fingertips of Moser. Oh, she collects.
Shot on target.
Very close for Moon.
Playing goalkeeper for Ames in the second half, number 0, Preksha Sarda.
And a free kick was called for Ames. Still go short here. This one's all the way through. But Moser had that ball coming at her quick enough to the point where she could pick it up before Moon got there. Moon is so dangerous with that speed. Ankeny winning a throw on the far sideline. Just about 5 minutes gone in the second half. This one stays just in. Griffin now. Wilson. Looking for somewhere to go. A late tackle there on you results in a free kick. Put up by Baiting. You. Hinders is going to have to find a way to... No, she doesn't poke this one away, and it's now going to the far side for the Hawks. Battling away. And Sarda now collects that loose ball. Ankeny with a throw on the far side. Looking dangerous now. Did not clear the first line of defense here. They're going to try again. And, ooh, that one got through. And it'll be a goal kick. They'll elect to go short. Didn't get quite enough on it. So it's just put up. It's put up. Baiting Moon wins the throw. I haven't spoke much about Moore this game. Didn't play a whole ton of the first half. Here come the little Cyclones on the far side. Tone. Centers. She's got Moon. Moon gets it to the side. Griffin tried to put it back across, but it was a little off target. Not bad ideas from Ames to start this second half. Is Ankeny going to try and work up the near sideline? Ankeny gets a throw. Here comes the cross. Met by Moore. And a free kick given just outside the box for Ankeny. About where the same location where Griffin was fouled to draw a penalty for Ames in the first half. What can they do? Here it comes, just wide. Here's Hinders trying to put it up. They're going to just try and advance it further. They do. And a free kick for Ames. Bit of a collision there between a couple of the Ankeny players. Give it away in the midfield. It's Moser. Didn't quite get all of that clearance there. Here's Money Marin. Turned back to the center where she didn't have any assistance. Wilson tried to switch the field there. To no avail. 12 minutes gone here in this second half. Given away on the far side by Ankeny. Ames looking for their 10th win of the year. As of right now, they are on course to get there. As that ball was surely going to get through. Here's Moon. Looking to go around the outside. Got her with the speed. And she should win a corner off of that. Well, it was very close. Of course, we don't have the greatest vantage point from here. And it's a goal kick. Here is Spiker. Takes the shot. It was going to be a bit wide, but save made by Moser.
Shot on target by Kate Spiker.
Ames just trying to make sure they don't allow a goal. As Ankeny now has a throw in on the near side. They choose to go quickly. Oh, danger here, and the shot is over the bar. As a couple of subs coming onto the pitch. Alexis Winky returning to the game. Isabel Andriotti returning to the game for the little Cyclones. Enders did not clear that well.
Returning to the little Cyclone lineup, number 5, Alexis Winky. Number 12, Isabel Andriotti.
And apparently that one went all the way over the line. And goal kick to Ames. Another substitution made. Caroline Walters coming in. Cameron Moon coming off. Ames going short with the goal kicks.
Checking into the little Cyclone lineup, number 6.
Oh, and this one
Caroline
is,
Walters.
look at this one's given away on the far sideline. And yeah, the referee made no signal, but Ankeny will have the throw on the far side. Long throw there, still dangerous. Look out here, and the header just over the bar. Ankeny starting to put some pressure on, knowing that they're going to need to find a way to try and get a goal back. Sarda liking to go short on those goal kicks. Can help you to move quickly, but then at the same time, Ankeny hasn't retreated all of its pressure back. Went away. Oh, and this one's given away here in the midfield. And given right back to Ames. Wolters is trying to clear it away. Another good tackle there. Substitution for Ankeny. Coming into the game is Fong Sivan. This one hit straight at, oh, Sarda, look out here. Very close moment. But Yu was able to put it away for the moment. And the Hawks have another throw on the far sideline. Oh. And that one went across the line as well, so it'll be a corner for Ankeny. Ames trying to put some form of defense together right now. What can Ankeny do? Oh, and this one, and a penalty for Ankeny. And apparently there was a handball in the box. So that one looked a strange play, but now the Hawks have a chance to tie it up here with 21 minutes left in second half. Here it comes. And she scores. Well, the Hawks have tied it up. Another penalty. 2 goals on 2 penalty kicks in this game. I'll get you the name of the goal scorer here in a moment.
Scored by Ankeny's number 13, Rachel Christman.
Number 13, excuse me, Rachel Christman. That is her 7th of the year. And she has tied this game at 1. You could kind of sense that Ankeny could get at a goal with the way that they've been playing here. I think the best thing for Ames, if you can't score, force an overtime. All right, therefore, you give yourself just as equal a chance to win. Ankeny definitely looking the better side here, as that one is cleared away by Hinders. And a substitution for Ankeny coming off is number 24, Sophie Day. Coming on is number 7, Jera Christensen. He was looking a little bit frantic and shaky right now, but if they can band together, they can try and keep this game level. Long throw again. In the center. Good save by Sarda. Off the shot.
Precious Sarda with the save for the Little Cyclones.
By I believe Christensen that was. Around the edge here. And they win a corner. Here it comes. Headed away and a goal kick. The Ankeny players not agreeing with that. And a push in the back there against Ankeny. Free kick, Ames. Still in the middle, the Hawks have it. And a throw for Ankeny now on the far side. Sent up. Nobody able to really get a grip on it yet. Here they come. Here's Fong Sivan, and her shot just went over the bar. Ames will make a couple substitutions. Haley Percussion coming in, and Kate Spiker coming in. Money Marin and you will head off for the moment. Given away again. Now Ankeny with another throw.
Back into the Ames lineup, number 10, Haley Percussion, and number 15, Kate Spiker.
Tone keeping it in on the far side. Now Spiker. Cross for Andriotti. Who still has it. Now Moore. Now they're still keeping possession here. Here the center of the cross. What? It looks like it's a foul. It's going to be a foul against Walters for going in on the goalie there. And what exactly is going on here? Looks like the ref is having a conversation with the Ankeny head coach. What exactly is going on here? Was it? Well, it doesn't look like it was an offside because he'd be holding his hand up right now to signal indirect free kick. So it wasn't an offside. So it must have been a foul against Walters as the Hawks, here they come. As they gonna throw. It must have been a foul against the Walters, I believe, who came in on the goalie there. That's the only legitimate reason I could come up with. Oh, this is trouble here, and this one's still there. Put away and out for the moment. Well tackled by Winky. Good tracking back for her to force a turnover there. As Sarda collects. And slipping there in the box was one of the Ankeny players. So she wasn't able to get ahead on it. Substitution for Ankeny. Coming into the game is
Checking into the Ankeny lineup.
number 4, Allie Heller. Miss hit there by Hinders. Oh, still trouble in the box. And the shot is just a little bit high. As it was almost shambles for Ames. Walters back in the middle. Ames just needs to get it up and out and to the halfway line so they can at least prevent Ankeny from, they can prevent Ankeny from attacking for a little bit. Andriotti finds Tone on the far side. Can she keep up with it? Yes, she can. Still moving on that far sideline. Can she get a cross in? It was blocked. And it'll be a corner kick. "11 minutes to go. Little Cyclones trying to find that extra goal to try and win it here in regulation. If they can get something off of this set piece, that would be fantastic. Here it comes in. Punched away initially by Moser. Still bouncing around, and it's collected by Moser there.
Ankeny's Jasmine Moser comes up with the save in the box.
Ames still has about 10.5 minutes to find another goal. If not, they can just try and hold out for an overtime period. Wilson still tracking around with it. Dispossessed. Wilson now. Center for Walters. Takes the shot. Didn't have too much power on it, but it was an on-target shot right at Moser. May have taken a deflection there as well. As Hawks are still looking here. Touched away by Hinders now. Ames just needs to get it up and out. He can't get it past the Ankeny bench. Throw for the Hawks. And there's going to be a foul there on Walters. That was pretty obvious. And they will card Walters, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe they're just giving them a yellow. And they've decided to card one of the Ankeny players.
Yellow card issued. Ankeny's number 19, Elizabeth Proctor.
Elizabeth Proctor getting that card. Not sure why. Could be something said to the ref. And now clock is still rolling. And the referee's already given a talking to the Ankeny coach, so I don't see why he wouldn't give him a caution, a yellow card here. Because the foul was not inherently yellow card. Because now I have no clue what's going on right now. So they stopped the clock at 7:46. So they're gonna bring another player on to take the place of Proctor, because the rule, of course, is when you get carded, you have to sit out at least 5 minutes. So Ames will take the chance to make a substitution or two. They'll make a substitution here, and Grace Griffin coming back on in place of Winky. This one's cleared away for the moment, but it was just a really strange situation. As now the clock was reset back to 8:40. So we're gonna replay that 54 seconds. Those 54 seconds. You could say that Ankeny definitely have the momentum here. They've definitely been the more offensive team. And a potential handball, nothing there. Ankeny parents not trying to hide their displeasure. Substitution for Ames now coming onto the pitch, I believe Cameron Moon. Indeed.
13,
Caroline
Moon.
Walters coming off the pitch. So if you could try and get Moon up the sideline, because the three backs that Ankeny's playing, more offensive style of play now, could try and break in there, but it would be quite difficult because they have one so far back. And now this is going to be Heller to take the throw, long throw. Cleared away for the moment. Cleared up to Griffin. Tackled off the ball. Here's Moore. who just puts it up and out. Ames getting it out of their own half for the first time in a little while. Here's Moon. Centered for Andriotti. Throw for Ankeny. Here's Moon. Given to Spiker. Back to Moon. Could send somebody in here. This Griffin. Dragged along there. That was... Oh, it's Pitts. I believe also played on the basketball team, along with Christman. Long throw there. No Ames players on the scene. Headed up. And a miss clear. And Ankeny trying to get some forward movement going. More. Ankeny players crying for fouls now. There's Wilson. Under 5 to go. We could be heading to a second potential overtime game for the girls' team. It would be the third overtime period over the 4 broadcasts that we've done this week. The only one that did not go to overtime was the Ames boys varsity's 2-0 loss to Centennial back on Tuesday. This one is lofted into Sarda, and she collects. Not exactly sure what Heller was thinking there. Sorry about that. There's Moon. Had a read on it originally. But now Ankeny possessing in the midfield. Over to Tone. Her acceleration is good. They're going to play it all the way through to Griffin. Put out of bounds for a corner. Good play from Ames. They got 3 minutes. If they can get a late goal here, that could win them the game. So who is it going to be? It's going to be Spiker again to put this one in. Can the little Cyclones get a goal late? The cross bouncing out and a goal kick. Ankeny's going to make another substitution here.
Returning to the Ankeny lineup, number 19, Elizabeth Proctor.
Elizabeth Proctor returning after her yellow card. Sentence is up. This one is just, put away by baiting. Miss hit by Hinders. Questionable. Baiting. Now hinders. They just need to get it up and out. They do for the moment. Minute and a half to go. Yet another throw for the Hawks. As they're trying to find a goal here.
One minute remaining in regulation.
Minute to go. Can anybody find a very late goal here? Sarda. And this one's going to go straight back to her. As they try to find some semblance of offense here. .23 seconds to go. And look out here. Oh, and she missed it there. And the shot was blocked. What a big block by Baiting. Only 8 seconds. And this, unless they manage to get that corner in, they do. And punched away 1 second, and that will do it for regulation. We are headed to overtime yet again.
We are going to overtime. 1-1 all.
Well, for the third time in 4 games this week, we are headed to extra time. Ames had the 1-0 lead thanks to a penalty converted by Kate Spiker in the first half. However, Ankeny was able to get one of theirs, get their goal back on a penalty kick as well. So overall, it's been very back and forth. No one really able to control the midfield as of right now. Ankeny did look the better team in that second half, though. But Ames were able to get chances, good chances, in fact, and they came close to putting it in the back of the net. If anything goes like last time, Ames was able to get in quick, and they were able to draw a penalty back against Norwalk on Monday. Could be deja vu again in their favor. Could happen. Well, overtime will start just after this break, but before we do, let's go through your sponsors. OBS Studio, free and open source software. Download it today and start streaming quickly and easily on Windows, Mac, or Linux. And by YouTube Live, bringing you live streams on youtube.com since 2008. Want to stay caught up on all things AHS Sports Network? Follow us on our Twitter and our Instagram pages. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that notifications bell to be notified every time we upload or go live. Headed to overtime here at the Ames High Stadium. We'll be right back after this break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Soccer on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. I'm going to head back live here. There you go. Welcome back, everyone. Just starting the overtime period. First overtime period. This one will last up to 10 minutes long, as Ames and Ankeny are tied at 1 after regulation. Ox have seemingly got an enormous amount of throws. This one's kept in by Tone. Here's Griffin trying to look for somebody in the middle. That was Moon, but it'll drop for Andriotti. She'll play Moon up, but it's a little bit far in front of her, and Moser is going to pick this one up for Ankeny. Currently, it's just 10 minutes before 10 here. Definitely one of the latest games we've had. Aside from the Norwalk game, that one went pretty late. Because the Norwalk boys game went all the way to penalty shootout. Here's Prakashin on the far sideline. That one was cleared away. One of the Ankeny defenders tried to clear it away, and it hit one of her own teammates. As this one here is Wilson, and this one's put out of bounds, but Ames trying to get some momentum going here. Ames trying to get that fast start, trying to put this thing to bed early. Here's Moon. Her shot is a little ways off, but still good looks for Ames. Sure, the student crowd that has come out tonight is enjoying what they're seeing. And Ames maintains possession. Here's Moon turning around here. Has it tackled off of her, but the ball will fall to Wilson. And still good chances. They just got to keep trying to force it through for Ames. Moser's holding this one quite a while. So that was a long kick there. This one's mishit. That one is somehow kept in by Ankeny and put out by Baiting on the sideline here. Substitution for Ankeny will be made, as Jarrah Christensen, I believe, is coming off, and taking her place will be Sophie Day, I believe.
Returning to the Ankeny lineup, number 24, Sophie Day.
Headed there, and it's loose. And Sard is able to collect. She'll elect to go quickly to Moon. Moon makes one miss. Up to Wilson. Intercepted. Good read there by Baiting. Putting it away. Oh, look out here. Definitely some heart in the throat type of moments. And given away. Ankeny has not beaten Ames since 2015. Of course, the two teams did not play back in 2020 due to the cancellation of all spring sports by the HSAA, or the Iowa High School Athletic Association. It's cleared away. If you can't get far enough ahead to score a goal, I think the best thing you can do is just try and make it to the penalty shootout, which is a difficult task for anyone to do. So this one's put out by Percussion, and a substitution again for Ankeny. They're going to Ali Fongsavan is on. Back here, just had to close one of the doors that leads in here. As this throw is going to go. I don't know why Hinders decided to clear that. If she would have just let it roll out, she would have gotten a goal kick for her team. Not sure why she decided to clear it out. Maybe she thought Moore had gotten a touch on that. Didn't look like it from up here. The throw is down there, and it's still deflecting. Ames just needs to knock it out. Just knock it out. And they do. Griffin looking for, almost could have found Tone up there. Here is Andriotti. Wilson. Can she do? Played to Moore. And a good tackle by Christman as they try and work quickly up. And that one will go at Sarda with no real threat here. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first 10-minute overtime period. First of a potential two. Like hockey, the overtime rules here for this work a lot like hockey. If you score the overtime, the game is over. If you don't score throughout the two, as there's a good turn up the line there by Tone. If you don't score in either of these two 10-minute overtime periods, then it will be going to a penalty kick shootout. And this one's given away to Griffin, and she didn't quite react fast enough there to try and get a shot off. Rather, I don't think she had it settled to her liking. And here they come. Here comes Ankeny. And this one squashed by Sarda with a minute to go in this first overtime period.
1 minute remaining in the first overtime.
We saw a penalty kick shootout in the boys game versus Norwalk. We saw an overtime, just one overtime period for the girls game against Norwalk. We've seen at least one overtime period here. Well, we probably will get another, and then we'll see, will we go to penalty kicks?
Allie Heller checks back in for the Hawks.
Heller checking in for the Hawks again. This one is kicked up.
10, 9, 8, 7.
If Ames
6,
can just keep
5,
status quo and
4, 3.
And there we go. That's the end of the first overtime period. We're headed to the second overtime period. Second overtime period. Neither of the teams really look like they could get much going in there. Ankeny has definitely had some good chances, but Sarda has definitely stepped up from what was a bit of a shaky second half that she played. But she's done very well so far. She's keeping her team in the game, and all they have to do is make it 10 more minutes without getting scored on. And 10 more minutes for them to try and score, and if not, they'll go to a penalty kick shootout, which will definitely would make things very interesting. It would make the game a definite nail biter. It would make a game very enjoyable for the students who came out tonight, for everyone who came out tonight, even after heavy rain and some lightning was here earlier in the day. It's just a beautiful time. But I think these next 10 minutes could decide who's going to win the game. And it could decide who might have more momentum going into that penalty kick shootout. Whether Ames can just keep defending and keep that wall up, or whether Ankeny can try and break that wall down and go on to win here for the first time, win against the Little Cyclones for the first time in 6 years. Wouldn't that be something that they'd want to do? Oh, we're just about ready to get into the second overtime. Of course, the two teams now switching halves. 10 more minutes at the maximum to decide who could win this. A lot of tired legs out there, and well then, we are ready to go. Can Ankeny get a goal? Can Ames find a way into the back of the net? And both teams prevent a goal from being conceded? Find out now. This one knocked down here. And the cross there. Oh, and it's a cross all the way through. And this one is going to be an Ames throw on the far sideline. Ames wanted to take some time off the clock now. Just taking their time. They can march up the field and find a way to get one past Moser. That would definitely be something. The other game that went to a penalty kick shootout this week, the boys' game, ended 2-1. So this game is guaranteed to end 2-1. Hawks, miscommunication there as they tried to move it across. And here they go. Here, Percussion putting it up the line. And this one's tackled away. This baiting will clear it up. And another throw in on the near sideline. Spiker battling through there and winning it there. Here's Monty Marin Can she find somewhere to go with it? Winky could find somebody open on the side. Instead loses it in the midfield. But here's Spiker. Tone. Can she get around the outside? She's managed to get all the way down to the end line. Keeping it in. And loses it there. And they're going to give the throw to Ames. As baiting, I thought by her initial reaction, it looked like she may have touched it. It was kind of an moment. As here's Moon. Trying to lose the defender. Can she get a corner out of it? Cleared but not away. Spiker heads it up. Still in. This ball just doesn't want to stay on the ground, does it? What's this one? Rather hopeful opportunity collected by Moser. 3 minutes gone in this second overtime period. Can anybody break through? Look out here. Hinders is a bit out of position here. She's going to need to track back. And handball called against the Hawks. And they'll play in the middle to Wilson. Cash in. So it's still being battled for. And it's knocked away. Put into the middle by Tone. And there's a foul against the Hawks. Pretty deliberate push against pushed Monty Marin. And here comes Ames. That one almost got through to, that was Moon. And a foul. Maybe not a foul, but it's going to be a free kick for Ames here in a dangerous spot. Just under halfway through. As referee measuring out 10 yards now. And it'll be right on that football 5-yard line. 15 yards out from goal. So this is 25 out. Can they convert? Spiker, the shot is over the bar. A little bit too high from Spiker, but it was a good chance nonetheless. Ankeny making 3 substitutions now. Trying to get some fresh legs in with under 5 to go in this second overtime. Emma Gott, Jarrett Christensen, and somebody else came in. I did not hear the name of the person. As, oh, look out here. And Sarda now going to put it up. Now you start to ask the question, which one of my goalies, if we make it to a penalty shootout, which one of them is going to be the one on the line? Are they going to put the faith in Sarda? They're going to bring Engelhart back out. And then are you going to keep, I would imagine they would keep Moser out for Ankeny if we did make it there. As Sarda's out of her net, and this one's going to be a corner now for the Hawks. Here it comes. Headed away there. I believe that was... Couldn't tell who that was. I think that was baiting. Here's Moon. Good tackle away there. And now Sarda's going to race over. She's going to collect it. Very close opportunity for Ankeny. One that could have led to a counterattack goal for the little Cyclones. About 2.5 minutes to go. As now in the corner. Battling there, and goal kick is given. Coach Myers of Ames electing not to use any substitutes, but knowing that there are only 2 minutes left. This one's one away. Look out here. And that ball was already out of bounds. Ankeny fans have definitely not been the most sportsmanlike, I will say. They've been not liking the calls against them, although they were the right calls. Ames been a little more respectful. This one should be easily collected by Sarda, and it is. This one, can it find Moon? Moon, can she use that speed of hers to try and make a move here? And rather frantically poked away there. Sophie Wilson. And this one's sent up. This one's going to stay in. And Winky, well, hesitated a couple times as to whether to chase that. And it rolls out of bounds. One minute to go in this second overtime period. Will there be a last-ditch effort from either team here? As here, look out. And Ankeny still holding the ball. Is that one, I believe, yes, it did cross the end line before she was able to get a touch on it. 30 seconds. May not be enough time for Ames to get enough going forward. Sarda went to baiting, then tried to get Spiker. As long as they can hold out for these next 10 seconds, these 10 seconds are going to be some of the longest seconds ever.
7, 6,
and that throw should just about do it.
3, 2, 1.
And we are headed to penalty kicks. They've held out for this long. Can they? Penalty kicks upcoming here from Ames High Stadium. Second time in the 3 overtime matches that we've done this week that we're headed to penalty kicks. Now, honestly, I don't know too much about these teams in the shootout, as I'll just say that I haven't been to enough of their games this year. But I will say that it's going to be a nail-biter, this one. And you would think that they would have this penalty kicks at the same end as they did for the boys' game. And, well, the first time round of the 9 penalties that were taken, there was only 1 miss, and that miss ended up costing Ames the game. Hopefully that same story doesn't repeat itself tonight, as we're going to see now who will be the 5 takers who are sent out for Ames. Looks like we're going to have Moon, Wilson, Spiker, Tone, and there's one other one out there that I can't see the jersey number of right now. Looks like it will be Griffin. And for Ankeny, we'll get that in a moment as they decide who's going to shoot first and which end they're going to go to. They are going to head to the far end. Penalty kicks as the clock ticks to 10:14 at night. Will there be some late night magic? And who will be the one who can seal the game for either team? Who will be the one to make the big saves? We're all going to find out here in a moment's time. As we're going to focus now on the far goal. And looks like Sophie Wilson will be the first one to take a penalty for Ames. Here we go. She scores. And as I did for the boys' game, I am going to reset the scores here for the penalties so that we can keep count of how many penalties each team has made. And here, the first penalty taker for Ankeny. Scores. Went to Engelhart, guessed right, but just couldn't get far enough over. And now Cameron Moon will take her shot. Just need to pass it into the goal. That's all you need to do as she faces Moser. Here it is, the run-up. Saved by Moser. Could that miss come back to haunt Ames? You would hope not. Now Engelhart knows what she's got to do. She's got to save one here very soon. Doesn't have to be this one, but it would be nice if it was this one. As this is, I believe, Fong Savan is going to take. Here she comes. She hit the post. She does not convert. And we stay level at 1. Unbelievable. Engelhart guessed the right way. I don't know whether she would have gotten to it, but it hit the post. So therefore, we stay square at 1 PK made each side. Now here comes Catherine Spiker. Scores! Goalie guessed right. When she reacted, her reaction was not quite in time, and Ames now has a 2-1 lead in the penalty shootout. And up comes, this is I am not sure who this is, but here she comes. The shot scores. Engelhart guessed the wrong way. And Ankeny has tied it up here in the penalty shootout. These moments are the most nervous moments of any game, where it can be won and lost all in one moment. There is Natalie Tone, the 4th penalty taker for Ames. Scores! Scored it with authority. Moser didn't even move. And now the little Cyclones have a 3-2 edge in the penalty shootout. Now coming up for Ankeny. And scores. Sophie Day, I believe that was. And here is Griffin. All square at 3. This could change everything. She put it over the bar. And the Hawks have a chance to win it here. Englehart's got to come up with the biggest save of her life to keep this shootout alive. Ankeny could put it away right here and win it. Scores. And Ankeny is going to win this one. And in the penalty shootout, Ankeny gets this one done by a score of 2-1. And another night, another shootout loss for an Ames team, and it just never seems to break your heart even more than the last time it happened. Griffin, man, I can't even put into words how she must feel right now. She must be devastated. And Ankeny never looked in doubt. The one miss off the post, unlucky. They could have had that shootout won had Griffin missed, and had that shot been made before, they would have won there. But they made one extra with authority, and it's an unfortunate loss for Ames. It's their first loss to Ankeny in 6 years, and they now drop to 9-4, while the Hawks improve to 7-4. Ames, they've got a tough schedule coming up. They've got Johnston a week from today, which will be broadcast live here. They've got Valley a week from this coming Tuesday, and they've got one more match next Tuesday at Southeast Polk. So some tough opponents, but definitely ones they can beat. It surely will be interesting to see how their season ends and where they end up in terms of sub-state and whatnot, and hopefully they're able to win out their last 3 games and on a high note try and get that into the double-digit win category this season. But yeah, it's just a heartbreaking loss for Ames on penalties yet again. The story repeats itself as Ankeny comes in and wins against Ames by a final score of 2-1 in the penalty kick shootout. And not much more that you can say than that. Just unfortunate. And you would hope that Ames would be able to bounce back and be able to win their last 3 games. As for Ankeny, they've got tough opponents coming up as well. In fact, they play Southeast Polk on Monday, and they play Des Moines Hoover on Tuesday. So definitely a couple of wins could come their way as they try and make their bid for a good sub-state place. Well, that should just about do it here from Ames High Stadium. But before we go, let's take a look at your sponsors. AHS Soccer on AHS Sports Network on YouTube is brought to you by the following. OBS Studio, free and open source software. Download today and start art streaming quickly and easily on Windows, Mac, or Linux. And by YouTube Live, bringing you live streams on youtube.com since 2008. Want to stay up to date with all things AHS Sports Network? Follow us on our Twitter and our Instagram pages. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notifications bell to be notified every time we upload or go live. Final score, Ankeny wins this one 2-1 in penalties over Ames, getting their first win against the Little Cyclones in 6 years. Ames, their first loss in 6 games. One of those two numbers. But yes, thank you everyone who stayed as long as they did for watching. Thank you for being with us all season. In fact, we'll be right back here on Tuesday for a boys broadcast to finish their regular season against Southeast Polk. That broadcast should start a little bit earlier than usual. Well, than we did tonight. It should start around the usual time, around 7:20 or 7:30. Hopefully there is no rain or lightning delays, as there's a little bit of rain chance in the forecast. But yes, once again, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe. My name is Ryan Eggert, the voice of AHS Soccer, signing off.